Hey y'all, welcome to the Style Chronicles. I know my hair is back. It's usually down and in my face the way I like it. But today I have to be at work really early and I was really tired, so I felt like sleeping a little later and not getting up to fix it. And it just got long enough to put into this little nub of a ponytail, which I did. So yeah, so it's back. Anyhow, I thought I would do a updated weight loss video because I haven't done one. I did one last week with my makeup tutorial and I just hadn't dedicated any time to an individual one. I don't know where I got that here from, sorry. Anyhow, so I am at 127, 128 back and forth in the mornings. At night I am, 130 again because I eat. And drink a lot of water, so you weigh yourself and but when I wake up in the morning I'm back at 127, 128. It varies, although right now I just ate enough oatmeal for 2 people because yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I made way too much and then consumed all of it because I didn't want to waste it. So yeah, but I'm loving oatmeal in the mornings. It helps me kind of feel fuller until noon, 1 or noon, like 12 or noon. 12 or 1. Anyhow, it kind of, prolongs my hunger a little bit. And I always have coffee. Now, with my coffee, I take no sugar. No sugar, no milk. I've always drank black coffee. I think since I was, I don't know, probably about 14 or 15, I have had just black coffee. That's been my thing. Let me turn this thing off. Okay, sorry. Yes, I have been drinking coffee that long. I had asthma growing up as a child, not full-fledged asthma, just little touches of it, and when I would get sick it would kind of make it worse. My dad has full-fledged asthma and he swears by coffee. Coffee, for some reason, I guess it's the caffeine in the coffee that just kind of opens a little bit. Now I'm not saying if you have asthma just drink coffee because that's going to be your savior. It just seems to work for us, and we drink black because that's pretty much what we've always had. I know my grandfather drank black coffee. That's the only way he liked his coffee, and he always said, my grandpa was like a cowboy, like straight up cowboy. He always said that real cowboys drank their coffee black, that they didn't put anything in it because when you were riding your horse out in, the prairie, out in the boondocks, there was no way to keep milk, so you would grind your coffee up and just drink it like that. And he was a trail rider, so he did a lot of trail rides. And, excuse me, sorry, so sorry for you sneeze people. I know I'm going to get some comments. Anyhow, excuse me. Yeah, he did a lot of trail rides, so a lot of the food they took with them was food that was non-perishable, so he would just take his coffee beans, grind them up, and make them himself. Anyway, whatever. That's why we drank our coffee black, probably, is just because my grandfather drank his coffee black, and it's kind of just a thing that we do. Anyhow, so no sugar, which is better anyway, because you're saving yourself the calories of the sugar and the milk. So that's that. And you guys know I don't drink milk. I don't drink any milk at all. I drink almond milk, which that was dumb, right? Because I do drink almond milk, so that is a milk. So I can't say I don't drink any milk at all, but I don't drink natural, cow's milk. Anyway, so just almond milk. And for lunch, I showed you guys salad that I made last week. That is my pretty regular lunch. Yesterday I took some chicken breast and made a chicken sandwich out of the chicken breast with an avocado, tomato, and just, the chicken breast. I don't like mayonnaise. Every now and then I'll eat some mustard on a sandwich, but that's it. And other than that, sometimes I will take whatever I make for dinner, or my husband makes, because I'm not that good of a cook. If he wants real food, he makes it himself, because my food is like bird food, is what he considers it. So if he wants a wholesome meal, he tends to have to make it himself, like stew or something, and he makes really good food. Anyhow, so sometimes for lunch I will take leftovers from the night before if there's enough, because my husband is a big eater, so yeah, and my daughter too. If I make chicken, I know that it's going to be gone because my daughter eats chicken like it's going out of style. So that is pretty much my lunch every day. Dinner is pretty healthy usually, pretty light. It's just, I mean, if I go for a carb, it's like whole wheat pasta, and my daughter loves that, so I let her eat as much of it as she wants. I will serve myself this much, like literally what I can fit into the palm of my hand. That is a serving for me. And that's like whole grain pasta, brown rice, which I love. My husband will eat it, but he's a white rice fanatic. So if we make like a stir fry, then I will eat some of the white rice, but like I said, no more than what I can fit into the palm of my hand. I'll eat mostly vegetables and the chicken if there's chicken in it. And then quinoa, which you guys know I love, that I will also make, but you don't eat any more than, you know, what you can fit into the palm of your hand. And that's a good judge, because if you're really small, then, you know, your palm size is very small. You don't need any more than that anyway. And if you're more of a larger bone, larger person, and your hands are bigger, well, you get a bigger portion size. So that's how my husband sees it. He loves the fact that his portion size is the size of his hand, because he's got a huge hand. So anyhow, whatever. That's how that works. So that's pretty much what I eat. And I'm pretty careful about it. I do snack. And sometimes to those salads at lunch, I will add a hard-boiled egg or two. Sometimes I like two, because, you know, you just want to keep yourself full. As well as some lunch meat, like turkey meat, you know, stuff like that. Really easy to just throw in and mix up with your salad. But I stay away from salad dressings. I tend to just make my own vinaigrette with white wine vinegar and olive oil. You guys have seen that. Just some pepper. And it becomes like a pepper dressing, because the pepper kind of, I don't know, it just, the flavor comes out in the oil if you let it sit from breakfast when you make it to lunchtime. And then, what else do I do? Oh, I do snack, so like in between lunch and dinner, I'll have cottage cheese with some pineapple, but you can buy individual servings of cottage cheese with fruit in it at the grocery store, and I just eat one of those. And then another good snack is, what is it? Either a whole grain muffin or a whole grain, what are those things called? English muffin. English muffin or a whole grain bagel with a little bit of fat-free cream cheese on it, and some fruit preserves or jelly, like, but not the jam, just get the jelly, because it tends to be made out of more just fruit. And if you get like Smucker, I think it's Smucker's, or all fruit where it's all fruit, it's not so much corn syrup, that's even better for you. And those are really good quick snacks. And then just an apple, which I tend to do because my daughter loves apples. So I can take 2 apples and eat from that, and she eats, you know, her portion and I eat my portion, and that's perfect for a snack too. A little bit of peanut butter, not that much. Almond butter with a little bit of that all fruit is also really, really good. What else? That is pretty much how I eat. Now, I do snack again between lunch and dinner. Typically on my way home from work, I'm like starving, so I'll have it's a trail mix kashi granola bar, and it's got almonds and cranberries in it, and I love them. And I'll have some iced coffee too. The iced coffee I make myself with the Starbucks. It's the Starbucks Via Ready Brew. I love these things. You guys know I'm a coffee drinker, so this is the mocha flavored, and it comes with packets. Now, yes, these are expensive. They are not as expensive as going and buying the actual drink at Starbucks itself, though. Like, this is 8 single serving packets, and I want to say these are like $6. I know, they're expensive. However, you would pay more for 8. Well, this is Columbia Instant Coffee. You would pay more for 8 cups of coffee from them. And this is their iced coffee version, and you just put it into cold water with some ice. 16 ounces of cold water and ice, and you've got your iced coffee. So that's what I do on the way home. Now, this is where I cheat. When I get home, I have 3 golden Oreos. I know, 3. 3, I don't know why. A full like serving is something like 6 cookies, so I think I'm saving myself by just consuming half of that. I don't know, but they are my addiction, and I love them, and I have to have at least 1 a day. So 3, and I'm fine. Anyhow, that's that. For working out, I have been running pretty much every day. That is it for me. That is how I keep losing a little bit of weight. It's not coming off anymore at all. It's I'm pretty stagnant, but I know I really do feel that it is the breastfeeding that is keeping me from losing those last couple of pounds, because I've only got, at 127, I've only got about 5 more pounds that I want to lose, if not 5 or 6. But I really do feel that it's got a lot to do with the breastfeeding. So that may not, I may be that way for another half a year, because I want to breastfeed until my son's a year. So we'll see. Anyhow, aside from that, a lot of sit-ups, crunches. I do push-ups for my arms. That's all I'm doing for my arms. I'm not doing any weights or anything yet, as well as squats and lunges. And that is it for me. I am what I consider a lazy health nut. Everybody knows that about me. My family calls me the lazy health nut, because I try to be as healthy as I can. I'm a nut about certain, eating healthy and working out, but I won't go to extremes. If I tell myself I'm only running 2 miles today, that's all I'm getting out of myself. If I tell myself I'm going to run 3, I'll run 3, but that's all I'm getting out of myself. So I'm just kind of one of those people that I'm lazy about it, but I know I have to do it, so I do it. I love running, but sometimes it's a chore. And like I said, if I set myself a goal for that day, and like right now I run 2.5 pretty much every day. Some days I will go to 3. Some days I just tell myself run a freaking mile, and that's it, because you are exhausted. And I will get out there, and even though I feel good, I will run my mile and come straight home, and that's it for me. And that's how I am about pretty much everything. Like, if I know that today I'm going to do my arms, I will do my push-ups. I will do as many sets as I can until I tire out, and then that's it. So, right now that's how I am. I know eventually I do have to start pushing myself a little bit more, but I get kind of lazy. I mean, it's hard. It's really difficult to keep up with working out. It really is. So I know to combat that, I make every other day an arm day, every other day a leg day. And then as long as I get through my push-ups and my chair dips for my arms, my squats and my lunges, and my plies for my legs, then I feel good. I mean, I feel like, at least I've done something, and I can always add to that later on. But those are my checklists for certain days as to my arms and my legs. And your abs, I pretty much do every day. Although, it's just hard to see anything happening in your ab area. So there's that, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.